Xbox just dropped a lot of information when it comes to Activision Blizzard and the exclusive games that will come with it. We have concerns for Call of Duty, Diablo, and a bunch of other games that might be exclusive to the Xbox console. For weeks, people have been talking about this, and finally, Microsoft officially has announced what they plan to do once the deal is signed and finished. Let's get into what's being said and what it all means. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's get into it. Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. Okay, enough of that. So the first thing we have to talk about is that Microsoft has officially put out a statement on their blog when it comes to the Activision Blizzard purchase, which is currently in review with the FTC. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to try and throw the monopoly word around, which is something Xbox is far from when it comes to the gaming market. But there is one thing that I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to. Is the fact that the government is currently trying to resist big tech giant companies from buying anything they want. There's more regulations, there's more people getting involved now, especially after what happened with the metaverse and all these other companies across the tech industries that the government investigated. Microsoft's top brass sees this and understands and is obviously adjusting to the times. Hence why something like Call of Duty and all the other big franchises Activision has is in question. Let's get into what is being said and what Xbox and Microsoft officially had to say. We also recognize that regulators may well have other important questions as they review our acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We're committed to addressing every potential question, and we want to address publicly at the outset two such questions here. First, some commentators have asked whether we will continue to make popular content like Activision's Call of Duty available on competing platforms like Sony's PlayStation. The obvious concern is that Microsoft could make this title available exclusively on the Xbox console, undermining opportunities for Sony's PlayStation's users. To be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of any existing agreement with Activision, and we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games they love. We are also interested in taking similar steps to support Nintendo's successful platform. We believe this is the right thing for the industry, for gamers, and for our business. Now, this is something I feel we can take to the bank. Microsoft clearly states right here that they'll continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the contracts they already have signed. Yet, they also commit to Sony that they will make them available on PlayStation beyond those contracts. That's where things get a little fuzzy for me, honestly. Do they mean they'll continue to support the games they're already out on PlayStation and not take them off? Basically, if the next two Call of Duties release on Sony's platform and they have a huge following on them, they'll continue to support those servers and have that platform keep those gamers adjusted and put the money forward to keep them playing. Or if the next Call of Duty, Warzone 2, which is rumored to release next year, releases on Sony's platform, I could see that game going to PlayStation and staying there for a very long time, especially since it's an online game and it's going to be on PlayStation, so they're not going to take it away. To me, this is something that people need to read, but also understand what's happening. Right now, Xbox is buying something bigger than any other gaming company has ever bought. There's no roadmap for this type of acquisition, and there's no set strategy on how to handle it. Right now, Xbox is keeping their heads down, staying transparent to everyone, and telling people that they'll continue to release the Call of Duties they already have planned for the PlayStation 5 console. Now, of course, this could mean that Call of Duty will be multi-platform, and it could be on PlayStation no matter what. Much like MLB The Show is going to be a PlayStation first-party game on every single platform, or how every single Xbox game is on the console, PC, and of course mobile. Yet it's competing platforms that gives us a little bit of trouble, which is being cleared up in that statement. But that's not the only statement provided. Here's what Microsoft had to say about their store and what their principles are going to be moving forward. Second, some may ask why today's principles do not apply immediately in wholesale to current Xbox console stores. It's important to recognize that emerging legislation is being written to address app stores on those platforms that matter most to creators and consumers. PCs, mobile phones, and other general-purpose computing devices for millions of creators across a multitude of businesses. These platforms operate as gateways every day to hundreds of millions of people. These platforms have become essential to our daily work and personal lives. Creators cannot succeed without access to them. Emerging legislation is not being written for specialized computing devices like gaming consoles, for good reasons. Gaming consoles specifically are sold to gamers at a loss to establish a robust and viable ecosystem for game developers. The costs are recovered later through revenue earned in the dedicated console store. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The regulators, the legislators aren't just looking at Xbox and Microsoft for the purchase. No, they're looking at the data that's being put into their platform. And while Xbox is being sold at a loss and everyone using the console is mostly for gaming, the platform has expanded beyond most devices to the point it's a PC and a lot of people use it every single day. And the government wants to have its eyes on everything that's going on with these tech companies. Instead of having a little bit of Wild West situation going on with the tech giants, it's now starting to become apparent that people want regulations and a little more oversight brought into these businesses. And I think Microsoft and Xbox understand that it's just a matter of time before they start doing that to the console market and the App Store and the game store they have right now, and the data there is going to be looked at. So they're opening it up early, trying to understand that and putting these values, or what they called principles, onto this service. Something that Xbox is going to oblige with because they want to be transparent with everyone so they have no legal troubles. But in terms of console or Xbox exclusivity with the big Activision Blizzard games, we also have a few weeks ago people talking about Xbox and what they want to do with the Call of Duty franchises. Here's what Jason Schreier was talking about on Twitter. New, Activision is committed to releasing at least the next 3 Call of Duty games on PlayStation even after the Xbox acquisition, according to people familiar with the deal. That's COD 2022, COD 2023, and Warzone 2 in 2023. After that, it's hazier. Now, this is something I don't think people are realizing. What Xbox is saying here is true. They will release Call of Duty and other big franchises on the PlayStation platform leading up to 2024, when the deal will most likely be done and signed. Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, and even Xbox Game Studios will most likely go multi-platform in the next several years. This will be due to not only the money that could be made, but also the platforms being regulated by the government and everybody wanting to be part of the metaverse, where no matter where you go, you get to play these games. I mean, Sony just bought Bungie, and for the first time in their history, they'll make a new studio they own multi-platform. They'll release games on every single platform they want to, including Xbox. So when something like that happens, you better believe Xbox saw the opportunity to not only make themselves multi-platform or full multi-platform, but they saw a chance to maybe, just maybe, get Game Pass on the PlayStation platform and expand their audience and their subscription and their user base. Yet, I think there's a lot more to this story, and I have a feeling it's not going to be going anywhere soon. I mean, here's Jason Schreier talking about what Xbox has done in the past. With other recent acquisitions, such as Bethesda and Obsidian, Microsoft fulfilled existing contracts and then released and announced subsequent games for PC and Xbox, no PlayStation. And this is something I don't think people will understand for a while. While Phil Spencer was clear about what happens with Xbox-made games last year in that Bethesda Xbox showcase, he said that he'll release Bethesda games and Xbox games on platforms where Game Pass exists. Every single time Phil Spencer talks, he always covers his back. He doesn't say Xbox or a single platform. He says he wants Game Pass on platforms that are going to be open, where they can reach more gamers and have everyone play their games. After seeing Sony open up with a multi-platform studio that will make games for every single platform, to Jim Ryan saying they'll be moving to multi-platform strategy, it's pretty obvious to see that Game Pass is probably going to come to PlayStation sooner or later. And it's obvious that Sony games will come to PC and other platforms. This is going to take a while, and I think Xbox will allow Call of Duty games for the next couple of years to be on Sony's platform, but right now, it's all about optics and the investigation that's going on right now. It's about showing people that Microsoft is willing to play ball and allow their content everywhere and be open platform. Something that started back in 2016 and something that Sony's PlayStation is starting to follow right now. Let's hope we see a multi-platform approach, because getting every game everywhere is what gaming should be all about. And not to mention, Microsoft has been very open source with GitHub and other franchises that they bought and opened up to other platforms that are on the PC or even Mac. That's what they do. They've been very open because they want to expand their user base, and that's exactly what they're going to do with Xbox, and that's exactly what Sony's going to do with the PlayStation. But enough of what I think about this. Tell me what you think about this. Are you surprised to see Activision Blizzard games go multi-platform? What other studios will follow suit? Is this a move to keep regulators off of Microsoft's back? Or is this a push for Xbox to get Game Pass on the PlayStation platform? Will Sony start to make their games on every platform? Can Spartacus compete with what Game Pass is going to provide? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us at the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a bunch of Dying Light 2. I don't think the game is all that great. I think it's okay. I love the combat. I love how brutal it is. I like fighting zombies. I think the parkour is actually really good. Even though they put that stamina meter on there, I think they should get rid of that because I feel like it breaks the flow of the game in the parkour, which I think is a core gameplay loop that they have. Either way, it's a massive game. I think I'm about 25 hours into it. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun in co-op, but if I have to play it by myself, I probably wouldn't play it. Other than that, I think it's okay. But from there, I'm going to be moving to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, jumping into that because I'm looking forward to the Dawn of the Ragnarok. I think that looks awesome. Not to mention, they just announced a brand new game coming out, the new Assassin's Creed, that's going to be in smaller scale, kind of going back to its roots. And I think that's going to be kind of fun too, coming out later this year, if not early next year. So either way, there's a lot to play. There's a lot of games coming out. We know we have stuff coming out for the PlayStation 5. We have Total War coming out for Game Pass later. So let me know what you're playing. Are you playing Dying Light 2 right now? Or are you playing something else? Or are you waiting for a game to come out? Let me know down below because that's what we're here for, is to talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.